all of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
Okay, this person wanted to know if they are a jerk just because they proposed at their grandmother's funeral. It says here in their email, I was very close with my grandmother when she passed away a few months ago. Her dying made me rethink a lot of things in my life. And it occurred to me that I was no longer a kid and I needed to start taking my future more seriously. And the biggest thing I looked at was my relationship with my girlfriend. We've been dating since high school, and it's been 6 years that we've been together. And my grandmother always told me, you know, she's perfect for you. You need to marry her or you're going to lose her. Well, my grandmother didn't live to see us get engaged, so that is why I decided to propose at her funeral. I took my time, like everybody in the family got, to speak, to talk about how my grandmother always led me down the right path, and that I could not let her go without granting her biggest wish in front of her. And with that, I pulled out a ring, dropped to a knee, and proposed to my girlfriend. She started screaming. I was like, yes, yes, I'll marry you. Now, despite our happiness, and I'm sure the smiles from my grandma in heaven, the rest of my family was not smiling at all. And after the service, they all took turns laying into me about how I made her death about me and forever ruined their last chance to say goodbye to her.
Oh.
They said I turned the service into a finale of The Bachelor. Just because they used their time differently to say their piece shouldn't mean that I had to follow the same somber path that they did. It's been a full 2 months now, and my siblings still are not talking to me. And my parents won't forgive me, and they just won't even talk about it anymore. Is what I did so bad?
I don't think it's so bad. Like, if your grandmother wanted this and you did it as a tribute to her at the funeral, I don't understand why they're so bent about it. You were kind of giving her wish.
From what I read in the email, I think part of it was her reaction. It went from a somber occasion, which is what the family wanted, paying respects to grandma, and then all of a sudden you have screaming, yes, 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 and they said it felt like an episode, the finale of The Bachelor. And like, this is not the energy that we wanted here. You've completely broken protocol for the family and what was intended for this respectful ceremony, and you desecrated it by being selfish and making it about you.
I don't look at it like that. I don't think he should be, he shouldn't be punished for just fulfilling his grandmother's final wish to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing what grandma wanted.
Yeah, that's how he justifies it. And nobody else is seeing it that way.
I think his family is a little bit too, maybe they're bent and sad and misdirecting their depression and trying to, put the hate on him when they're really just sad that grandma's no longer with us.
Mm-hmm. Now, Patina said, wrong time, wrong place. Maybe the right idea, but not the right place. His logic on that was his grandmother was right there, at least in body, maybe not in spirit. So he felt like he was proposing in front of his grandmother by doing it there. And that's why he chose that. He started thinking retrospectively about his life when his grandmother passed. And he said, you know what? I should have done this while she could have seen it, but I'm going to take this one last opportunity with her in the room to propose.
I'm letting y'all know you guys can do whatever you want at my funeral. If you want to bring a pony, bring a pony.
We just won't bring a pony that kicks you, like your pony at your party did.
I honestly don't. I think it'd be funny. I'm like, oh my gosh, the pony still don't like Jaybird.
The pony kicked the corpse.
I'd be totally cool with it.
Maybe he should have waited until all the family cleared out from the funeral and it was just him left there with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they could have had a moment right there by the casket alone. Maybe that would have been better because his family is upset about how it was like, a bachelor moment spectacle of her happy.
He's still a relatively young guy because he's talking about how they've been dating since high school, even though it's 6 years. He's under the age of 25.
Gotcha.
Realistically. So he thought that was the right move. And he thought it would be well received by the entire family, and it was not.
I get why he thought that. And then I also get why the family was like, no, we don't want somebody with happy, joyous, jumping around. Yay, yay.
Yeah, right.
I kind of see both sides of it.
Now, on a side note, now I'm going to be annoyed if you guys don't have a pony at my funeral kicking my casket.
All right, we got to get a pony.
Okay, well, we asked, is he a jerk for proposing at his grandmother's funeral? 60% of people said, yes, you are. So majority of people agree with your grandma. There's a lot of people that kind of get what you're doing, but they're just saying, dude, it wasn't the right execution. So there you go. Now, this person wants to know if they're a jerk for asking their girlfriend to pay off the loan that I gave her. Says a while back, I loaned a friend a couple grand because she was going through a rough time. That was 6 months ago. And I loaned her the money because I had a crush on her.
Uh-oh.
Now, we've been dating for 4 months, and I have something I would like to do with that money, but she still hasn't given me even $1 of the loan back yet. She has a solid job, so she could make a few sacrifices to get me my money. I don't want to seem petty or I don't want to make things weird in our relationship, but part of me feels like that money wasn't just a gift. Are things different now that we're dating? Am I a jerk if I ask my now girlfriend to pay it off?
She probably thinks, oh, well, since we're dating now, it's a gift. So when you go to ask for it, she's going to be like, what?
If you give somebody a loan and then you're actively spending stuff in front of their face, it's so disrespectful. I remember I loaned somebody money, and that weekend they were just showing their vacation all over social media, and I was like, what in the hell? So when you give loans out, just know it may not come back to you, and that's why a lot of people don't give loans out.
Yeah, loans are bad. You got to just give gifts. If you can't afford to part with it and just give it as a gift, don't get involved in a loan with a friend or a girlfriend.
Just don't be surprised if people don't pay back your loans. And I know that sounds so not #be cool, because it's not, but you have to be so articulate going, this is a loan. This is not a gift. We need to have a set date when your first payment comes back. And if not, I have to go send my friend with the bat. No, I'm just
kidding. All right. Well, 81% of people say you're not a jerk if you ask your girlfriend for your money back.
She's thinking, though, that we're good. She's thinking, oh, I'm paying him in different ways. He doesn't need that back.
Now, my question would be, has he sat her down and have a legit conversation with her going, hey, are we going to ever pay back this loan? Or did you think
Don't think he's even approached that yet.
You got to talk. You got to sit down and talk.
Yeah,
You're not a jerk for sitting down and getting information.
Okay. All right.
She's going to be shocked, though. Just know she's going to be like, oh, I thought that it's a gift now that we're dating.
She may try to seduce you and get your mind off it. Be careful. It's a trap.
Yeah.